Well, folks, strap yourselves in, because day one of the Ashes at Perth Stadium wasn't just cricket. It was pure, unadulterated chaos. If you blinked, you missed a wicket. If you went to get a drink, you missed a 5-wicket haul, 19 wickets. One day. This wasn't a test match. It was a highlight, reel on fast forward. The day started with the sun beating down on this brand new, spicy green pitch. Australia won the toss, sent England in, and the crowd was buzzing, ready for a classic Aussie demolition job. And for a while, that's exactly what they got. Mitchell Starc, with fire in his eyes and a rocket for a left arm, produced one of the most hostile spells of fast bowling you will ever see. He was running in, hitting 145 clicks, swinging the ball late, and just tearing England's top order to shreds. Crawley, Duckett, Pope. They barely had time to get their bearings before they were walking back to the pavilion. Starc even sent Ben Stokes packing with an absolute seed that nipped back and crashed into the stumps. England were 5 for 12. You heard that right. It looked like Bazball was about to be buried 6 feet under the Perth turf. Sturched with his Esch figures, 7 for 58, it was a masterclass, à tat point, Australia remake. England were bundled out for just 172, and it felt like the game was already over. But then came the reply. And if Stark's spell was a firestorm, England's response was a full-blown hurricane. Jofra Archer back in the test arena. Lukedlaike Dizorna, frustration was unleashing it all in one session. He was bowling thunderbolts. We're talking 150 kilometers per hour. He hit Marnus Labuschagne on the elbow, rattled Steve Smith, and sent them both packing. The fear in the Aussie batsman's eyes was palpable. Archer wasn't just taking wickets. He was inflicting psychological damage. He set the tone, and the rest of the pack followed. Bridencass and Gus Atkinson, both hitting the deck hard, found the edges and kept the pressure on relentlessly. Usman Khawaja, who had to leave the field, back out only to nick off almost immediately. The Australian batting lineup, which looked so confident just an hour earlier, was now completely falling apart. And just when you thought the drama couldn't get any more intense, Ben Stokes, the captain, the talisman, decided to take matters into his own hands. He brought himself on to bowl, and what followed was nothing short of genius. In just 6 overs, he took 5 wickets. 5. He ripped the heart out of Australia's middle order, getting Cameron Green and Travis Head in the same over, breaking the only partnership that had shown any sign of resistance. Every single ball he bowled seemed to have a plan. It was one of the greatest captain's spells you'll ever witness. He completely turned the game on its head. So let's just recap this roller coaster. England started the day, got absolutely obliterated by Starc, and looked down and out. Then their own fast bowlers came out breathing fire, led by a terrifying Jofra Archer and a clinical Ben Stokes, and completely dismantled Australia. The momentum didn't just swing. It was thrown around like a wrecking ball. 1 minute, Perth was roaring for an Aussie rout. The next, you could hear a pin drop as wicket after wicket tumbled. This was supposed to be a fortress, a place where visiting teams come to die. Instead, it became the stage for one of the wildest days in Ashes history. So, as the dust settles, or rather, as the smoke clears, here's where we stand. Australia are hanging on by a thread at 123 for 9. still 49 runs behind England's first innings total. Mitchell Starc, the hero of the morning, will walk out to bat tomorrow knowing he might have to produce another miracle just to keep his team in the game. England, on the other hand, smell blood. Their bowlers have found a rhythm on this pitch that looks absolutely lethal. They are in complete control. What happens next? Honestly, who knows? This test match has thrown the script out the window. Will Australia's tail wag? Can they somehow scrape together a lead? Or will England S-Pacers come out tomorrow morning and wrap this up in the first 20 minutes before building an insurmountable lead? One thing is for certain, Day 2 is going to be unmissable. This pitch is alive, the bowlers are on top, and this Ashes series has already delivered more drama in a single day than some entire series combined. Get ready, because this is just the beginning. Thanks for watching, guys. What a day of cricket. Let me know your predictions for Day 2 in the comments below. Who do you think comes out on top? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more daily Ashes updates. You won't want to miss a second of this. See you tomorrow.